everybody. Thanks for joining in. Hope you're having a good day. The weekend's here. Super Bowl's tomorrow, so I'm pretty excited about that. I'm just, like I said in my past videos, I'm just hoping it's going to be a good game. No controversial calls. No, nothing that's going to make us think, oh man, this was a, because you know how the rigged football thing, it goes on every weekend, every Monday after every Sunday's games, and let's just hope for a good game. But anyway, the topic of this video is not the Super Bowl. The topic of this video is, and I got to tell you, it's so hard to be a Jets fan because the incompetence of this organization rears its ugly head every time you turn around. I mean, okay. Here's what I want to discuss real quick today. At the NFL honors event the other day, when they were giving out the NFL MVP, the Rookies of the Year, Defensive Players, and blah blah blah, a reporter caught up with Woody Johnson, the owner of the New York Jets, and he asked him about the future of the team. And of course, he says blah, 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 this and that. But the thing that made me really kind of angry when I saw this was the fact when he said, let me see, we failed to secure a backup quarterback when Aaron Rodgers went down. Okay, I don't need to remind every Jet fan in the world that Aaron Rodgers went down 4 plays into the season. 4 plays in the first game, first 4, he's out. He's done. They knew that before the game ended. And the whole idea of this season was Zach Wilson was going to sit behind Aaron Rodgers for a couple of years, pick up on him, learn from him. And when Rodgers decided he was going to call it quits finally, Zach was going to take the torch for another 15 years, and Zach was our man. So that was the plan. But the plan went stray when Rodgers went down 4 plays into the season because of a shitty front line we had right from the beginning with our starters. If we all remember that, he dropped back maybe 2-3 times and was rushed all of them. So we knew what was coming. But to watch this man be interviewed and say, we failed to secure a backup quarterback, when the whole plan was not to have Zach be the backup quarterback. And then he says, basically, he says we didn't have one last year when he's talking about a backup quarterback. I don't have to remind all the Jet fans here, we didn't have one because you didn't get one. You didn't get a quarterback. You didn't get a backup quarterback. The minute Aaron Rodgers went down, you should have been on the phone. Joe Flacco was available. Carson Wentz was available. There was still other guys available. I don't even want to take the time to look into them because it's more aggravating when you find out. There was several legitimate backup quarterbacks available, and you didn't get anybody. You got no one. You threw that kid into the wolves with a shitty front line and a guy who's supposed to sit back and watch and learn and listen. And by the way, in his 3rd season, because this is an organization that can't develop quarterbacks. They couldn't develop Sam Darnold. They can't develop Zach Wilson. Who's next? I feel sorry for the kid who's coming out of college or wherever that the New York Jets pick up. Because the incompetence of this organization is amazing to me. And another thing, too, I want to mention is this trickles right down from the top. Instead, I would rather hear Woody Johnson say, I dropped the ball. I'm sorry, Jet fans. There was guys out there. I should have gotten somebody else for us, but I'm going to do better. I'm going to talk to my football guys. I'm going to do better next time. Instead, he does what exactly the rest of this organization does. Blames everybody else, doesn't take accountability for anything. We all know that when we see Robert Saleh's ridiculous press conferences after the ball games. Yeah, we got to do better. Yeah, we should do better. I don't know why. We look good in practice, but blah, blah, blah. That's all we hear. We don't hear from Joe Douglas all season because that dude's got to be ducking. He don't want any questions. You pick Zach Wilson. Why isn't he working out? What's going on? Why is the offense so bad? Nathaniel Hackett, he doesn't have to explain anything. Yeah, I got to do better. Yeah, we got to do better play. No shit. We know that. We watch your games every Sunday. And this is just typical New York Jets stuff right here. This is typical New York Jets. Right from the owner. Now you see it. Right from the owner all the way down. The incompetence of this organization is absolutely ridiculous, which is why they're bad. They're going to stay bad. It's never going to change. It's not going to change. We all think Aaron Rodgers is coming. Aaron Rodgers can't fix this team. Aaron Rodgers is a 40-year-old man. He's still a great quarterback. I'm not saying that. But this team is so terrible in so many different ways. There are coaches leaving. They're not getting fired. They're leaving on their own. The wide receiver coach, somebody else, I can't remember. They don't want to stay there. They're going someplace else to teams that are mediocre at best. So I just thought it was so telling of this organization. When you watch this guy, we didn't have a backup last year. We didn't secure, but you didn't because you didn't get one. You didn't even try to get one. Instead, when the time comes and the fans are bitching, everybody's all over Zach Wilson. He stinks. He's a bust. He's not the answer. Then what do? You're going to get Tim Boyle or one of these other fucking has-beens who are never going to be starting quarterback. But these are the guys you get? When you had a chance to maybe pull Carson Wentz, Joe Flacco got the comeback player of the year, for Christ's sake. He knew our system. He's played with us. Did you get him? No. Did you get Carson Wentz? No. Did you get any other guys that were available? Gardner Minshew might have been available, but I can't remember. There were so many 4 or 5 quarterbacks that would have been legitimate backups. You didn't get any of them. Instead, you threw Zach to the wolves, let the fans destroy him, let the media destroy him. Now, we all know he's gone. He's going to go somewhere. I can just tell this. Before I end my video, I want to say this. I hope Zach Wilson goes to a team, and I hope he succeeds, just like everybody else does. Nobody wants the kid to be a failure. But because of this organization, I especially want to see him go somewhere, succeed, so I can watch him someday come back to MetLife Stadium or wherever this team is going to be playing and beat the shit out of the Jets, so I can just laugh and say, you see what happens when somebody maybe can develop a kid, maybe can develop a quarterback? If I'm a quarterback coming out of college, I'm telling you right now, I'm going to tell my agent or whoever's representing me, I don't want to go there. Because look what this team does to these guys coming out of school. They can't get a quarterback. They can't develop anybody. They can't do anything right. And it starts right from the top with the organization, with the owner, Woody Johnson. That's all I got to say about that. Thank you for listening to my video. I hope you all have a great day. Enjoy the Super Bowl. I'll be talking to you later about it as well. Thanks again. And please don't forget to like my video if you have enjoyed it at all. And please subscribe to my channel. It helps me out a lot. I really do appreciate all the comments and everything everybody has to say, your suggestions. I mean, I appreciate it. So have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye now.